DOJ reveals Kristi Noem ordered deportation of men to El Salvador prison. The Justice Department has disclosed that Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem personally directed the transfer of 100 Venezuelan men to a fear detention facility in El Salvador, directly contravening a court order issued by U.S. District Judge James Boasberg on March 15. The revelation came after Boasberg demanded that the administration identify who authorized the unprecedented March deportation, which sent the men to a prison notorious for abusive treatment. Noem's decision was taken despite vigorous legal opposition from the detainees' counsel, who argued the deportations violated due process. The men had been expelled after former President Donald Trump used War Powers Authority to label them as members of a transnational gang. According to the DOJ filing, Noem acted on legal counsel from senior Justice Department officials, including Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche and then Principal Associate Deputy Attorney General Emil Bove. Their advice asserted that Boasberg's oral order, and a later written one, held no force because the aircraft had already left U.S. airspace. The department described Noem's directive as lawful and a reasonable interpretation of the court's order. The deportees were placed in El Salvador's Terrorism Confinement Center in Tecoluca, a facility known for harsh conditions, and remained there until a U.S.-mediated prisoner swap returned them to Venezuela. The filing does not implicate President Trump or any White House staff in the decision. Judge Boasberg has reignited contempt proceedings, contending that administration officials may have committed criminal contempt by ignoring his order. He maintains the court retains jurisdiction even after the Supreme Court limited his authority and subsequently blocked further deportations under the Alien Enemies Act. Boasberg plans to subpoena testimony from current and former officials, including Bove, now a federal appeals judge, and former DHS official Erez Ruvini, who was dismissed earlier this year. The DOJ argues that a contempt hearing is unnecessary, urging the judge to allow the government to cooperate as needed. This case underscores the friction between aggressive executive immigration actions, judicial oversight, and the boundaries of emergency deportation powers.